Air conditioning for free? We'll show you how it's done.
You can stand here and feel a breeze.
Really?
Your hair is blowing.
We're going coast to coast
To show you the latest, the greatest.
and coolest stuff for your house.
I'm Kevin O'Connor.
And I'm Amy Matthews. And this
Is this new house?
Up next,
And not to be flip here, but who cares about the planet when you're dying?
the practical side of building a healthy home.
These days we're building houses a lot tighter, and that can result in bad indoor air quality or in some cases even sick house syndrome.
It's estimated that 1 in every 3 homes might be sick.
And while many of us may think about it from time to time, some folks think about it a lot.
I call myself a canary in the coal mine because I'm kind of like the early warning system because my immune system went through such a trauma.
Lisa Kaufman-Tharp is an interior design specialist, and this is her new house. 15 years ago, she worked in an office where 20% of the employees were sick all of the time.
There were vents that were so covered with mold, it looked like there was fur on all of the vents in the office. I started to notice that I was very lethargic, I was having all sorts of asthma, allergies, I was sick.
Did you make the connection between your ailments and the building? Did you know that they were connected?
I did, but I didn't realize the long-term impact of that exposure. My immune system was in overdrive and it wasn't recovering, and so I realized that I needed to do something pretty dramatic.
Lisa and her family moved into a brand new house, but that didn't help. The chemicals in the new floors, cabinetry, and paint continued to tax her immune system.
A perfect toxic soup. I was pretty desperate. I said, what can I do to fix this? I did about 3 years of research and convinced my husband as well that we needed to build a healthy house.
So they did. With the help of Zero Energy Designs, Lisa built the Concord Green Healthy Home in Concord, Massachusetts, to show that healthy building is possible in our chemical world.
I'm off all of my inhalers after 15 years. I'm off all of my allergy medicine. I am rollerblading an hour a day. I'm back to my old self. I'm living proof that when you make the kinds of healthy decisions and building principles that we used in this project, that your health can be 100% restored.
Lisa blogged as she built to show that building a healthy house is really more about what you don't put into it than what you do.
A lot of the design elements of this house go back to the older, simpler ideas. Before we could cheat against nature and turn the thermostat up or turn it down. When you didn't have that option, you had to be more clever, and a lot of the old, simple building principles work the best.
This house is designed to waste not, want not. It's super insulated with rigid foam on the outside and spray foam insulation on the inside wall cavities. But the first thing you won't find in this house is heating ducts. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning are done the new, old-fashioned way.
Thermal mass, like stone, absorbs the energy of the sun during the day, and then when the house temperatures cool down at night, it then releases the heat from the stone.
Passive solar reduces the heat load that the underfloor radiant heating system has to take care of.
This allows you to have silent heat, no ducts, no mechanical anything. And it's beautiful, warm, comfortable heat all winter long.
And look at us. I've got socks on. You don't even have socks.
I know, it feels great. We call it the barefoot home. It's like being at a vacation home year-round.
So it's toasty in the winter, but what about the summer?
We figured out where the shade trees would be, and those are cooling on the whole southern side of the house. We've got 2 huge maple trees, so we took advantage of that. This is actually our favorite hangout spot. This industrial-style fan keeps this room nice and cool.
But we've all got windows, and ceiling fans are easy. Does that really keep you cool in the summer, or are you guys just kind of putting up with it, wiping your brow with sweat?
Let me show you our air conditioning unit.
Ah, you have air conditioning, don't you? Where is the AC?
This is it. You're standing in our air conditioning, this 3-story open staircase.
Your staircase is the AC?
The windows to the front take the northern breeze in, and whoosh, it pushes all the hot air right up and out the loft windows. You can stand here and feel a breeze.
Really?
Your hair is blowing.
And it works?
It works. This past summer was very hot and we were nice and comfortable.
Okay, so fans, breezes, and convection bring fresh air in the summer. But in winter, cold outside air isn't really what you want. Cue the heat recovery ventilator. It uses the heat from the outgoing stale air to warm up the fresh air as it comes in, and HEPA carbon filters make sure that the air is clean.
And we're right up to the roof line. This is the attic, so you've got insulation going all the way underneath that deck, down the sides, and then did you insulate into the basement as well?
Well, there is no basement.
No basement? Why wouldn't you want a basement? Couldn't we all use the extra space?
I would much rather use excess space in an attic to make a loft where it's sunny and bright and someplace you really want to hang out in as opposed to a basement, because there's always going to be mold that is then coming into your inside air.
And I do have to say, this is the best looking basement I've ever seen, your attic. This is great. I mean, look at this space. It's gorgeous.
So if the healthy house has no ductwork and no basement, what else doesn't it have? Well, for one thing, it doesn't have that new house smell. The walls and floors were painted with a non-VOC organic paint.
And it's incredibly durable, no smell whatsoever. I can even paint with it, and I wasn't able to do that with a lot of paints.
Harmful chemicals hitchhike their way into our homes in all kinds of products that we take for granted. Lisa searched the globe for non-toxic alternatives. The salvaged antique heart pine flooring is treated with a low VOC water-based finish. All grouts and sealers used in the kitchen and bath are non-toxic. Cabinets and furniture are either solid wood or formaldehyde-free MDF.
You've left the sick office building and you've abandoned the new house, and this is the new house.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
So this is your temple to healthiness right here.
And the temple to healthiness starts by working with nature. Build with nature in mind, with respect for the position of the sun, for the position of shade, and the position of wind.
Everyone's immune system could benefit from this canary's advice.
You've got your air quality where you want it to be, you've got your materials where you want it to be, you've got your efficiencies without compromising any of the mold and the mildew and allergens. It all works.
Yes.
You're the proof.
Yeah.
The canary's doing well.
The canary is singing.